Hello, everybody. Welcome to my Let's Play of Fallout New Vegas. This is Arcade Craig here. I'd like to welcome back all my viewers from my previous Let's Plays of Mass Effect, Legendary Edition, of The Witcher 3, and of the Deus Ex Human Revolution. And I'd like to welcome any new viewers and any of you that would be interested in checking out those previous Let's Plays. I certainly encourage you to do so. All of my Let's Plays are spoiler rich, and that will be in the title and that'll be in the description. I just want that to be up front. We will be talking all things Fallout, in particular, obviously this game, but as well as Fallout 3, Fallout 4. The first two games, I have only played very little of the first game, but I do know the stories of both. So we could be talking Indian, just everything Fallout. And, this is a very heavily modded Let's Play. My character, in some instances, will be overpowered, but they also will be facing some real challenge. Excuse me, as there with a lot of the mods that I have in, there are a few that we're gonna make can make it a lot tougher. One is a World of Pain, and the other, I think, in Project Nevada. I think it also has some it's a rebalance, and so some things could be more difficult. But we shall see how that all goes. But we will have overpowered gear and weapons and whatnot. But mostly the reason I'm doing this because I love this game. I love this series, and I want to talk about it. And I have great fun playing it. I hope you'll join me. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. Let's go. Yep. And during cutscenes, I will try to keep quiet during while dialogue's happening. I might flip a little bit here and there in between. If there's a chance, but I will try and keep quiet while people are talking. Um, this is just a phenomenal game, and Obsidian did such a terrific job with. They only had 18 months to put this thing together, and man, did they do a phenomenal job. Obviously, when the game came out, it had its fair share of bugs and crash issues and things well, so that did take it down some scores for some people out there. But the story and everything, it's just so tremendous, man. This is pretty badass shot here with Ranger taking out this Raider. Them Rangers look really freaking cool over here. These kind of headshots right here, you won't be seeing me get too many of those. I gotta use VATS. I'm not that good. Man, I'm so looking forward to this. This is gonna be a long Let's Play. This is a long game. Right, my boy Benny. Well, he gonna get his though.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Rip Matthew Perry.
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
Hey, what you reach for in there, man? What are you doing? Ah,
You made
all right.
your last delivery, kid.
Wait, what?
Sorry you got twisted up in this scene.
Hey, what are you doing with that, man?
From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck.
Don't do it, man.
Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You filthy bastard. You gonna pay for that one, Benny. Yeah, they only put this game together in 18 months, man. It's absolutely amazing job by Obsidian. Hats off to them. On a few occasions, I will be having to. Well, first of all, we're gonna be getting a whole bunch of more stuff that loads in. We'll get the all the DLC stuff that kicks in, and then also from some of the mods of it will of course be getting announced here. That's something that this will be a long let's play. First of all, just because this game is long, then you add in all those DLCs, and I'll be playing all the DLCs. And then we have a bunch of mods that add quests and stuff, and some that add bigger dungeons and all kinds of stuff, man. So this is gonna be a long-term project, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be tremendous fun. I will have to pause the video a couple times. When I create the character, I'll do that. I'll pause the recording so I can do that off camera. And then also, when we first get out of Doc Mitchell's house here, I will pause the video because I'm gonna have to do a bunch of settings of the mods. There's a mod configuration menu that I could go into and just adjust the different settings for different mods. That do all that off camera as well. I'll show you just the mod menu, that configuration menu, just to show you what ones I have available in that. I'll do all the configuration stuff off camera. So let's keep going here. And I'm gonna name this character after my one of my I've got 5 nephews, 1 niece, and it's gonna be named after one of my nephews. His nickname. I'm gonna give this character his nickname because this is his favorite game. This does remind me. And throughout the game, I am legally blind. I've been since birth. I'm also colorblind, but at times when there is text that needs reading, not so much here. I'll be zipping past these because it's important text, especially when you have played the game. But on computers and other things where you pick up text, I don't feel very comfortable about reading out loud. Just not comfortable doing it. So whenever that happens, I'll give you basically a chance to pause the video and read it for yourself. That's one of the mods right there. It's a terrific one. And it's a whole series of mods we'll be getting into with that. That's one of the first ones.
You're awake. How about that?
How about that?
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings.
All
Let's
right.
see what the damage is.
All right.
How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Well, all right. It's not Courier. And there you go. Petrie.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's
No,
your
probably
name,
not.
that's your name.
That's my
I'm
name,
Doc
Doc.
Mitchell.
Now, what's up, Doc?
Welcome to Good Springs. Now,
Thanks.
I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out.
Oh man.
I take pride in my needlework, But you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
This is now a few games that we've had our character beat a terrible ending right at the beginning of the game. Whether it's within the Mass Effect, I won't spoil which one or what exactly, but for those that don't know and don't follow those series, in the Mass Effect trilogy, and also later on in my with Deus Ex Human Revolution. But I won't explain too much about how it all happens anyway. We are male, so next he's a mix of Caucasian and Hispanic, but we'll have it as Caucasian, I suppose. All right, now here's where I'll push pause and we'll get our character made out and go from there. All right, there's our guy Petrie. Didn't do too much changes, just his hair and his stash a bit. Not too much in terms of facial hair, but a bit wildness on the hair. This character doesn't really in any way resemble my nephew, though. This is certainly gonna be his own person here. A couple of things maybe, but for the most part, not at all. He will be mostly a good guy overall. I'd say a good guy. Certainly no goody two shoes, and he has a few proclivities that we'll be finding out about. Particularly, he definitely does enjoy stealing things. All right, so that's something he's not, you know, he doesn't see as being a bad thing. This is survival out here, and he doesn't mind stealing, and he'll steal from just about anyone. And he's also a little bit of a thing for those Blue Star chips. So, he is, I would say, overall good guy, but he's also a little bit neurotic about those things. So we'll see how that all plays out. But there'll be some other traits too about him as we'll come to see about how he feels about some of these factions. And we'll be talking to some people here in town, PZP. And there's about a little bit of ideas of some of these factions, but we won't get too much into those necessarily here too soon. As our character deals more and more with them, we'll express his views on them and also my own. Learn about them. Okay. Our guy Petrie.
Well, I got most of it right anyway.
Yeah.
Stuff that mattered. Okay.
All right.
No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
No. Let's go.
Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Look about blurred as my real vision.
Good.
Not a little bit better. All
Why
right.
don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there.
All right.
Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
All right. I'll take my time. And by the way, that character, Doc Mitchell, is of course voiced by, for those familiar from the Mass Effect universe, is Mass Effect 2 and 3, Captain and then later Commander Bailey. He's a real cool stand-up guy. He's of course also from Skyrim, a general. I'm trying to remember. Julius, that been so long since I played Skyrim. He's a general. War going on over there. And then I'm also told, and I've never watched the show. He's in Battlestar Galactica in that show. Of course, what's her name? The lady who gave the voice to Edie, Spec 2 and 3. She's also from that. Trisha Helfer, I think was her name. But yeah. Another thing that I do want to make mention about with my vision, that could cause some frustration maybe for some of you guys if I'm not doing so great, but I am the greatest player in this. Um, but so I hope you'll be patient with me. And also my nephew Peter, he also is legally blind as well, and he his glasses seem to help him more than me. The glasses don't really help me at all. I don't really wear them.
Ooh, looking good so far.
All right, we'll see. Let me
Go
ahead
and
and
give the vigor tester a try.
all right,
We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
let's learn right quick. And all right, again, I'm gonna pause the video though while I knock all this out, and I'll show you what the final result is. Bear with me. All right, so there you go. There's a look at our guy. He's definitely strong, highly intelligent. There, he's actually pretty quick too with his agility. He is down on his luck though, and isn't that strong in terms of his perception. This is one of the traits that he's gonna have in common with both me and my nephew. Vision is the greatest. Perception is a little bit down, but we're gonna look into that when we get our perks here. That's our guy. That's Peachy. Do it.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
so,
we
man.
know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you none Hunter and the Bighorn are dropping. What do you
Uh,
say you
okay,
take a
that's
seat
right.
in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
My dogs are barking. Especially Bella here, my real dog at my side over here. So she may bark and interrupt our recording on occasion. Let's get to it.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
Boobies.
Dog.
No. Uh, cat. We're opposite. Put the mind on that one.
House.
Almost definitely burglarized.
Night.
Mm. Shroud.
Bandit.
I think he kind of understands the bandits out there in a little bit of sense. A little bit. Yeah, he's not too fond of just targeting innocent people, but he can see it as being somewhat reasonable.
Light.
Yeah, again, that one went with the opposite thought there. Dark.
Mother.
Cookie jar.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Conflict isn't in my nature. No, I'm gonna say he doesn't shy away from fights. He doesn't go looking for him either, but he doesn't mind conflict. They disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Again, that's gonna be a disagree. He doesn't mind handling and doing things on his own. There's some independent streak there, but he also knows the value of having help. So disagree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
No, that definitely he's gonna strongly disagree with that. He's not. He doesn't like always being the center of attention. He's trying to avoid it.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Um, I think he's pretty open to new ideas. So just I wish there was just a slightly disagree. Disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yeah, he doesn't do too great at that. So strongly disagree on that one.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Yeah, most of these are things that they don't really give you an option that makes too much sense to me anyway of what they look like. Just one of them I think does, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with the chemical reaction.
Okay. How about this one?
That one there to me does actually look like a ship. If you were looking at it straight on, I can see that. So to me, that one does a ship at sea.
Last one.
That to me, it looks like two headless animals giving a high five to each other. So that one ain't quite there, but I can see making out mushroom cloud out of that somehow.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
All right. For the guns, yeah. Although I am gonna try and use. I've never played a character that does that's melee focused, and this character in particular isn't gonna necessarily be melee focused, but I'm gonna try to use some melee weapons here and there. Um, and although our guy is smart in science, will be something we will be focusing on at some point, just not yet. So, but we're gonna have a bigger focus on there. On that one, I am happy with, but it's gonna be locked in. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's more like it. And I often do like to go with the character that has a real high speech score, but I also don't necessarily like when that's just an easy victory that you always pick speech, you always pass the check. One thing I do like about New Vegas though is they oftentimes and throughout will have speech checks that are based on other areas that you will be you have to pass it at how your score is on medicine or on repair or explosives or whatever it may be. And I like that. I like that they mix it up and it isn't always just speech, but yeah, speech isn't always going to be. Who knows? At some point, we may end up with everything maxed out, but at least to start out with, that's not where his strong suit's at.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you.
What's
I
that?
got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history.
Form?
Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
We might. Who knows? It's Wild Wastelands. Speaking of Wild Wastelands, I do like to often pick that. Uh, it, you just get some cool references here and there, and some wacky. Oh shit!
All right, I guess that about does it.
I didn't
Come
pick
with me, I'll see you out.
accidentally hit the freaking wrong button. I hit the X. Can we go in there and pick one? Or do we not get one? I might have screwed that up. Well, for now, well, it won't matter. We'll get our chance. Anyway, obviously right now he's gonna give us a jumpsuit and our Pit Boy, and there already is a bunch of gear in here that's overpowered, and well, we'll be picking all this stuff up, and some of it's not overpowered, but some of it is. But we're gonna clean house in here. Yeah, quite a bit.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty.
Thanks, man.
Never was much my style, anyway.
That's very generous of you. I can't say you really like someone going through my stuff, but it's certainly understandable in this case. You know, patched me back together and got me back on my feet. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert.
I will.
She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out, too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave.
Yeah, we'll be talking to him at
Anyway,
some
you
point.
ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up.
Thanks,
Try not to get killed anymore.
No promises. We won't be doing hardcore mode. I definitely get the appeal of this and why many people really like it and enjoy it, and I think it's fantastic that they did include this in this game. But for me, it can be a little bit tedious sometimes. I get it why people enjoy, like I said, for the immersion of it and keep you on top. But um, for this, I'd rather not. We'll go on without doing that. I really hope that, like I said, I can still pick my perk, man, because I didn't pick a perk. I accidentally hit that X button. Anyway, for here, these will allow us to run at a lot faster speed. We'll typically only be using the 200 ones. I'll keep them both. Okay. But when we're going to traverse, for the most part, we'll be running around without them. But when we are going to run from one side of the map or run a long distance, I'll put them on. It'll allow us to traverse at a faster speed. That bad boy, and as you can see, we have the loot menu. That's one of the greatest features, in my opinion, in Fallout 4 that they brought was being able to loot stuff without having to open. Fantastic, and I love this mod in this game. It's terrific. We're gonna need all this kind of stuff. Yeah, the mod that we have about the A World of Pain, believe me, like we're gonna need a lot of stuff. We're gonna be getting our butt handed to us sometimes, unless I do utilize some of this overpowered gear. But we'll see how we resort to using and when. But some of this stuff is from a terrific modder, but also a just person who inspired me to learn how to mod my game. I don't know how to make mods. I haven't the foggiest idea, but it was Gopher. And I would highly recommend his channel if you are ever interested in modding your game. He has terrific videos that show you how to do it. He has the patience very much. He don't know what his story is in life, but I would say I would not doubt if he was a teacher at some point in life. he just very much has that disposition in those videos of patience and encouraging you. Because I was really always intimidated with the process of trying to mod my game. I was like, I'm gonna break my game. I'm gonna break my computer. It's not gonna go well. But, by just pausing the video and doing exactly as he's doing, backing up your stuff, and um, was able to do it. And believe me, if I could do it, I think anybody could do it. Thanks to Gopher, man. Shout out to him. Okay, here's a bit more. This is gonna have some real overpowered stuff in it. We're gonna take it. We will, on occasion, use some of that stuff. I don't know how much like other crap I should pick up if I mean, 'cause we are of course gonna need money and fusion cells, sectors. All right, we're just about done in here. A good reading in here, Doc. Well, I do. Yeah, we don't have the skill, the repair skill. I think it requires repair to fix the gun that he has in here just yet. Yeah, 25. So yeah, leave it be. We'll take some of that Sunset Sarsaparilla. I say our teacher here is a big fan of those star caps. It's something he really enjoys collecting. And he's a little bit neurotic about them. All right, so we're gonna head out. We'll get, of course, hit with a bunch. Well, first of all, I better get geared up, shouldn't I? For now, let's see. That on. Fine. Weapons wise to start off with. Don't have that many bullets, but we'll take out the shoddy for now. That's how our characters. Oh no, I thought that. That's not the helmet I quite wanted on then. But looking at the picture, I thought that's what it would be. We do have one that looks like that. Find it. Recon helmet. That works for water breathing, as you see too. There we go. That looks pretty cool. So, all right, we're gonna head out the door. Our focus here today will be, we're gonna meet Sunny Smiles. We're gonna help her out with her little bit. And we'll talk to a little bit of the people, and then I'll probably do it for today's episode. Just getting kind of a little bit, our feet underneath us here. We'll see what all we get into. But as we come out, obviously we're gonna get hit with all that DLC stuff. First shine of the bright light. I say we will eventually be doing all the DLCs. But that's a long ways off. We are going to take this as a very overpowered weapon here, but we will take it. It's a terrific weapon. All right, let me see here. And there, of course, goes Victor. I did already have a recording that I did of this first little bit that we did, but I ended up having an issue with one of the mods, and when I looked up about the mod, it had a newer update. So the mod I had was Nevada skies, and it will be affecting the weather and whatnot. And when this was after having already recorded that first session. And, in order to install the update, though, you could use any save that had that old version in it, which I had, and I also it would be a new game or on a new save, so I could continue forward with that. And I wanted to fix that before I got too far ahead, obviously. So yeah, unfortunately, I've already done this first little bit, but lesson learned. I won't be adjusting any more mods going further though. Throughout this let's play, I'm gonna play with what we've got. Anyway, I'm gonna pause now. Show you guys first the mod configuration menu here, just to show you guys which mods are in it. And I have way more. I have close to 100 mods, I think, into this game. But these are just the ones that you can go into each of them and create different settings for. Nevada Skies I talked about below it has different things that you could adjust, and I will. And I'm not going to enable all these. I'm just going to enable a few of the varieties there. But yeah, it's definitely a pretty cool feature. But okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video while I take care of all that, and then for you guys it'll be Buddy Nins. All right, we're back. That took a little while. There's quite a few things to set. I hope I got the bit about the weather and the chances of it occurring right. Um, I did allow for a chance of snow when you're up in the. I think it will only do it in the right areas for it, but if you're at the higher elevations, like still a reasonably low chance. Rain, like not like 50% chance I think is what I put, but obviously you can get rain in the desert, so it can happen. And then the sandstorm I made even less, like I think like 7% chance, whatever. So I mean these things can occur, but we'll see if I got it all backwards and they start happening real frequently, then I'll adjust it from that. I think all those things can certainly occur out here, but we just want it to be to reality. Anyway, let's have some words here with this gentleman right here.
Howdy. What
Howdy.
can Easy Pete do for you?
Now let's see here. You happen to know anything about those folks who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
I think you got a good reading on him there, Easy Pete. And so why do they call you that?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Oh yeah, and you're a prospector, ain't you? Ever digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Oh, we'll be doing some of that prospecting, and we'll also be doing some salvaging. No, we'll be doing lots of all that. You ever find anything cool doing that prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
No, I wonder, can we find what he was prospecting out there? And what do you say? What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Primm don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants.
Yeah.
Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Yeah, that's one of their finer qualities. But yeah, they have expanded way too far and spread themselves way too thin. But why don't you tell me a little bit about the Legion?
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
Well, that's probably good advice. Our Petrie has, of course, been a courier in mostly working here, of course, within NCR territory. He has had some dealings with the NCR. Not too strong like good or bad dealings with them as of yet. The Legion, he hasn't yet come across them at all. but he's heard plenty of talk about him. So now he's definitely you know, got his guard up a little bit about what from all the bad things he's heard, but he's not sure yet. He's gonna kind of wait till he sees for himself, come to his own conclusions. But nevertheless, his guard is up hearing about it, and it should be plainly obvious. Nevertheless, we'll ask. So, what is it so important about the dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
Where the damn bathroom's at? Um, what do you use them bighorners for? Another question. It should, answer should be pretty obvious. Nevertheless, we'll ask.
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
All right. Well, we'll be a little bit leery of them then. You know anything about that Victor robot?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
All right. All right. Well, nice talking with you there, Easy Pete.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
All right. Well, we'll be checking that out real soon. We do have a mod that's gonna what's it called? After school special, something like that. It's called. Basically, we're gonna be able to turn that schoolhouse into a home, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, it actually has a bunch of little quests you gotta do to get it all set up. So we'll be doing that. This one here is part of a mod as well, I believe. We'll go ahead and what is it? Or not? Is it? That's the one that's part of. He may be, but this is the one who I was looking. Yeah. Greetings. Yeah. So what's your story? It probably is PRX stuff. Hmm. Yeah, probably not. Hmm. Them dumb powder gangers. What's kind of cool about this Good Springs? It is an actual place, as is Prim. A lot of these places are. And I think I've heard that over the years here recently, Good Springs has become, and it is a small town. And I think they have like a bar in it. And they've kind of started making it a place where I don't know if it's for like a weekend or for a whole week or what, but Fallout fans are gathering and the people showing up all in the cosplay and just all hanging out and just having a good time. And yeah, from what I hear, each year it gets bigger and bigger. And it's just going to be a big success. And that's pretty awesome. Man. They've just the town sounds like they really embraced it. So yeah, we don't have the survival skills there to ask her and actually get anything out of it. So, is there anything I can do to help you, Baxter? Huh? Any ideas where I should search for this Baxter? All right, some caves. We won't be doing that here too soon, but we will. All right, cool. Thanks. So, how did a lone sergeant get assigned out here? Hmm. Hmm. Is there any info you can share with me? Hmm. And squirrels. Huh? Hmm. All right. Probably a death trap. All right. That's it for now. Good talking with you. All right. Yeah, these other folks, they're it's quite possible there's some info to get to them, but we're gonna go ahead and get in here and talk to Sunny Smile.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Well, yeah, Dr. Mitchell's, let's see, you could teach me to survive out here in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you.
Yeah.
Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
All right. Let's see what gun should we use to do this? I am curious though about we didn't pick our perk. I got none of this. Will we be able to pick it when we get a chance to when we level up? I wonder. I can't. That's the first time I think I've ever done that, man. I can't believe I'm surprised it allowed me to do that. Maybe I had some selected and I accidentally did. I ain't sure. But at any rate, let me see about what gun we want to use to be shooting these things. Yeah, they say some of these are super overpowered, but just want to start out using a simple pistol. I think she gives us a rifle, don't she? We'll see. She gives like a varmint rifle or something.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
All right. Let's see if we can. There we go. Yeah, it's not in the greatest shape, and I'm a shitty shot, but we'll see if we could actually land any of these.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
They're not so hard when they're just
Nice shot.
sitting there not
Well,
moving.
that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles.
Yeah,
Tell you
exactly.
what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Yeah, hell yeah, let's go.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
All right. Get us saved as we're on our way here. Yeah, we are not that fast in this gear though, man. Maybe I should change up to something lighter. Oh, I thought. Oh yeah, it's that stuff. All that you see on the right. That's part of the. If we put away our weapon, it will go. Well, we could obviously run a lot without our weapon. When it's holstered, but yeah, it'll go away. That's all part of the. Nope, I do have one more. I need to get rid of the compass though. So okay, it fades after a little bit longer time, but you can adjust that. That's all part of the friendly HUD. I think that is part of what Gopher created. That I believe. Thank guys who make those perfect videos here on YouTube. He also is a Let's Player. He does a terrific job at Let's Playing. I highly recommend his channel. I
Hear
hear
that
him.
up on the ridge behind me there?
Yep.
We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to utilize VATS a lot. 'Cause I'm a terrible shot, and I don't typically see these things that well out here.
Okay, you're on. Go
All
give him
right.
hell.
And I'll often have to use VATS even to see them to locate them. That's what will help me. That's too low percentage. So I have to try and get in there closer. Still not great. 24 is our best chance. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, we got 60. That's not bad. We can hopefully pull off another. Nope. All right. We'll take it. Yeah, man. Our guy. Oh, what? What the hell? Am I somehow carrying him? I was somehow dragging. Yeah, our guy is really slow when that gun is not or when the gun is out.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more
Mhm.
wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a
Alright.
few caps to me.
Yeah, we're in. Let's go.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Now I'm gonna run without my gun for a while. 'Cause it's way slowed down. But yeah, some of the creatures with the World of Pain, they will be much. We'll get some tougher creatures then. Some crazy ones will spawn that be brutes and whatnot. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I really don't want to lose Diane here. Because I'm pretty sure Cheyenne could die. Don't want to accidentally shoot Cheyenne either. I think there's a little old lady or something like that we could save too that's out here trying to get some water. Oh, we were still crouching. Oh, yep, there she goes. Hmm. Well, yeah, we got 0% shot right now. I'm trying, lady. That's not the greatest percentage. Better shot there. She's still gonna make. Oof. Just about ready to die, and I don't know if we got it. Yeah. Don't know, man. We're not gonna be able to save her. Oof. Just barely,
Well,
maybe.
That's the end of that.
Hell yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, she's hobbled there. You okay, lady?
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
I mean, I'd reject it if I could. No, you came out here to get it, and you're hurting. Where's Cheyenne? Where's your dog, lady?
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble.
Cool.
One more thing I wanted to show you.
All
Thought
right.
I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself.
Cool.
Interested?
Yeah.
All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower.
Okay.
Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
And quite literally get cooking. Huh? Where's your dog, lady? Say the lady, but I sure hope her dog's all right. We're gonna be able to take Sunny with us as a companion if all things work out, but I'm a little concerned that our dog's not over here. Let's wait an hour, see if he shows up. Ah, okay, fantastic. All right. I do have it modified so that he is Patriots moving at a little bit faster pace than he normally does, like this. I may also have him do it speed up because look at that, his weight. Now, but like I said, what we can do is add those glasses that will help speed them up, which is what we'll do to get where we're heading to. Yeah, that cheap boy, that basically you can use that to, you open it up and you can just add all kinds of stuff. But these glasses, it's an older mod too. Maybe it's been since updated, but they don't sit on his face. They just hang from his ear for whatever reason. They didn't quite get it sit right. But yeah, it'll speed up our guy to be able to run at a much quicker speed. But we're not always going to be wearing these, as I said. We'll just wear these. Oh, okay, we're at the point where no, we'll travel for it. I got myself turned around though. The direction I wanted to go in. But we weren't gonna make any changes to our character anyway. We're cool with how he is. This little place here is added due to a mod. We will, of course, eventually be checking that out. We'll save it over before we head over to go looking at these. First, we're gonna head up there to where we were shot in the head at. What are we doing? Yeah, we still got plenty. Got a little guy. That's all right. Don't mind him, just as long as none of his big brothers show up. Those things are a little bit creepy, man. But here we're gonna have some of those creatures show up that are not just the bloat flies. Yeah, these guys are added from the World of Pain. That'd be some of these guys. Got one coming to get us. Oh boy, a freaking yellow jacket. Yeah, I don't know about them. Oh man. Hopefully they're not as bad as Castadors. Holy crap. I don't recall facing these guys before. That'll throw them off. Yeah, same as like with the Castadors. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs here. I mean, we are going to be facing critters though that are like us having overpowered stuff, which I'm not yet utilizing, will be helpful. These creatures are very deadly and very tough. I actually feel myself jumping back in my seat, man. No, that's too well. That's the best percentage we got though. Man. Take out that wing. Oof. things are creeping me out, man. These ones don't creep me out nearly as much as the yellow jackets. And being legally blind, I've actually never seen a like a yellow jacket, or well, they're not. I don't think really around in the area I'm at on the West Coast. I don't believe, but but like I don't. I have real trouble even seeing like flies or just red bees, or I can see a bumblebee a lot because they're pretty big, but it's only if they're very close. And, with those kind of bugs, more than anything, for me, I hear them more than actually ever see them. Dude, was it? So I think instead of the bloat flies spawning up here this time, we got those freaking yellow jacks. All right, from up here we can, of course, come and get. Well, you're gonna need a shovel. Did I pick one up? No, it was just a mosquito showing before we could start digging into graves. I like some whispering. You can pick up a snow globe up here, of course, which with one of the mods I have, it will give us a perk, but uh, and they all will. But you in the base game, you could of course sell them and get yourself a decent amount of money there from Mr. House's secretary. I will take some of the cigarettes that were smoked by our assailant. Where's that? There we go. That's the one. Yeah, cool. And we'll go ahead and take this cool looking to me. Looks like a 45. A courier perk. So, all right, now we just got to go ahead and gather that. Ooh, I think it's from what's the flower here. All right. Now we're going to head to the schoolhouse. Oh, you know, we're walking a lot quicker, even with the gun out, because we got those glasses on. I was like, man, our guys are walking a lot faster all of a sudden. Yeah, that's them glasses at work. And where's his? We can get him and that guy there. He's from a mod. He's a companion, but we're not gonna pick him up just yet. I think there's some like crickets over here or something like that. Hopefully, some crazy ass version of them didn't spawn over here. I hear him. Yep. Now, of course, actually having trouble spotting. I know we picked up one, but isn't there more than that over here? There we go. Didn't quite stand out to me. I don't think we should go in here just yet. We'll go ahead and finish off the quest with the young lady out there, Sunny Smiles. Then we'll call it a day for now. We'll definitely get more involved here once we you know, this opening episode here, get our feet wet, get all the character creation, all that stuff going. And much like the Witcher 3 mod that I have, where the 3D objectives, I like that a lot, where we can, instead of using the compass, I may remove the compass entirely because I just prefer using that to show us where we are. Okay, so let's make our way to Sunny and Diane out here. I don't want to get involved with that one guy at that quest where he's got freaking what do you call it? He's trying to set you up to head up there. And he's got to hoping you get killed by the geckos. We'll do that maybe on our way out, but not just yet. Hey there, Sonny.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder.
Okay.
Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Cool. We'll make a couple of them.
Hey, that's not bad, see?
Yeah,
All it
see?
takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Yeah, we will, for sure. No question. Good to meet you, Sonny. And you too, Cheyenne. Thanks for helping out and teaching me the ways out here. So that's going to do it for today's episode, I think. We got kind of our feet wet here, got our character created. We'll continue, of course, to get to know this town. We'll check out that little spot here. It's I think it's like they sell arms, I believe, and ammo and all that good stuff in that place we ran by earlier. We'll be checking that out. But yeah, we'll get into it anyway. I hope you folks did enjoy this. When this first debuts, I'm just gonna start out only these coming out on Sundays alone for a little while, just until the Let's Play of Deus Ex Mankind Divide. No, Human Revolution. That's the first one that we're playing. When that one's all played out, this will then take its place. And I'm playing those on every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. This will come out on Sundays at 7 a.m. And as once I say that plays out, then this will be coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, all at 7 a.m. So 4 times a week. That runs for it's all recorded and done with the Human Revolution Deus Ex. That'll be 24 episodes. So it'll run for just a little short period. But I'm also still I've already finished this one as well, though, and it's all just uploaded and it will be running all the way through July. Is the Witcher 3 Let's Play? All of these are spoiler rich. The Deus Ex is very lightly modded. The Witcher 3 is a heavily modded Let's Play. It's a spoiler rich. Oh, it is so much fun. I had such a blast. That's my favorite game of all time. So I invite you to check that out. I do also have my Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the whole trilogy. That's already complete and done, and that is spoiler rich as well and heavily modded. That was such a blast. I've had so much fun doing this. I want to just keep going because it's been so much fun. But I hope you guys will like and subscribe. And here, our boy Petrie rocking his goofy ass glasses just off his ear. I guess this is the style he's going with. But I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be a long one, but it's gonna be a blast, an absolute blast. And I hope you guys will join me and come along for the ride and check it all out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you do, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Continue to follow along here in Teacher's Journey through the Fallout universe. I'll catch you guys all around. See you later.